Let's see. Oh man, it's a full battery. That's unlikely story. All right, here on the tiny ass garage tonight, I fixed this with a piece of paper I wedged in the drive shaft. Drive shafts are like 30-35 bucks. This clutch is bad in that. Clutch is probably bad in that. It seems that the spring's probably breaking these wire wheels. They seem like they're fun at first. You get them on the front of the the front of your unit there, and you start just tearing everything up. But they're really, really, really hard on the overall performance of the unit. Now, this guy here we got also from the same gentleman, and what I'll say is, it is blistering hot out there today. The humidity's high, and yeah, it's like they said it wasn't the highest. Oh, you know what? I don't think I need an adapter for this. It wasn't the highest. We set a record here in Reading in 1944 at 98 degrees on this day, I guess. And today is only 94 degrees, 95 degrees, somewhere in there. So, I mean, it's not hot, but it's hot. Let's see if we can do this all at once, but I had some air locked in it from another test. I'm sure that's great for the gauge, but as you can see, we got no compression there. You know what no compression means in a Honda, don't you? No compression, and it's weird. This thing smells like antifreeze. So I told the gentleman, so it's not that it can't be fixed. It can be fixed. It's just these are kind of a pain in the ass to go ahead and pull the engines apart. You gotta pull the engine off the pump. It is a pain in the butt to get the engine off the pump off these vertical pumps are just they're kind of a pain in the butt to work on. They are. So I said I would pull the valve cover gasket to confirm my suspicions about either the belt or the sorry. My tools. I was having a fit last night because I was having a fit. I was having a tantrum moment. So throwing stuff on the floor. I just wasn't having a very good night. Said I would pull this cover though, and we'll at least confirm my suspicions that the valves are not operating. What happens with this Honda is, and I didn't even look at the oil, but a lot of people don't change the oil on them. So when they don't change the oil, there's a little plastic gear on the crank rod, or the crank, and a little plastic gear sometimes shears or melts away because plastic and heat is always phenomenal. It's the best idea since sliced bread. Like a virgin, cracked for the very first time. Well, no, most of my girlfriends were not very virgin-y. And this will be fun because I guess that's pop riveted on there, as you can see, where it says hot, or whatever the hell else it's saying down there. So And the piston does travel in the cylinder. I already checked it yesterday, so oh look, so oh, that pop rivet over there is almost broken out, so and this definitely would be a lot easier to work on if I had the engine out, but this is just to troubleshoot it and give the gentleman an idea what it might actually entail. If he's lucky, the belt just fell off. But this sort of looks like a upgraded valve cover. And Honda had a upgraded valve cover that had a small piece of metal tack welded in there so that the belt wouldn't flop off. Oh, vey. Ah, vey. I know it was painful to watch. Could have got a universal and done all sorts of damage. I just can't get my hand in there. Thank you. This is a Troy belt. Thank you, Troy belt, for putting that XP placard right on the front there, so make it extra hard to pull that valve cover. When you're pulling these, just try not to bend up the tab too much. I might have to pull the man, that alarm's been going off a lot lately. Fire alarm for the fire station down the street there. Whew, already sweating. I was thinking maybe I should get a window air conditioner in here. I need to add another outlet or two. I had my Zappy buddy do the box over there. Should have tried to go ahead and get a bigger service, but it was unfortunately it was a emergency type of repair because my main breaker was actually arcing inside the box, which was no bueno. Oh, thankfully I have a journeyman electrician in my life. Thank you, Chad. You're the best. And although I haven't talked to my friend Paul in a long time, I do think about him often. He's my air conditioning buddy, and unfortunately life gets in his way and gets in my way, and I think maybe he might be mad at me. I don't know. Yeah, so you know, using a good fine chisel from Horrible Freight to try to go ahead and pry that off when they're cold, they are a real pain in the butt. I don't want to bend it out too much, and you don't want to damage the ear on this too much either. Sometimes you get oil that drips out of them. I'm not too worried about oil. Yep. So let's see. See if we can get away with. It's got a full tank of gas. Oh no, the valves are working. So both valves. Nope. Look, only one valve is. Only one. Oh, what's missing there, huh? Yep. So that valve's stuck, burnt, or both. Let's try try a good tap on it. Let's do the old smell phone here real quick though, so I can. So we pulled the valve cover off on this guy here, and if you watch there, we're only getting one valve moving. So we'll see if we can knock that other valve loose, but something smells very funny in here, like almost like antifreeze. And it looks like someone, in an effort to go ahead and try to fix that, changed the oil out as well. But we'll let me just give it a couple attempts here to see if we can loosen it, free it, or find out what's going on. I have a feeling you lost a lobe or something down in there. Yeah, because if I remember correctly, and it's been a little while, if you look at my GX 160 rebuild, or I think I had a 160 or 130 or something in there. The 130 I had a part all the way. Yeah, the 160 I had a part too. Oops. Just yeah, that guy's cooked. I don't even know what's that. Looks like mulch. Yep, that's busted. Busted! It actually looks like the valve is actually frozen in there. So if there's a seat, maybe the seat came out. Oh yeah, there we go. Doesn't want to move. Or pop out, I should say. Better go cover the bike and the boat soon too. Oh, did we get it? Hey, look at that. Haha. So we'll end up stitching this together. This valve was stuck. I managed to unstick it. But that doesn't mean that there's not something else going on. So what I'll do is we'll fire it up now that I am almost certain that I can guarantee that we got compression, and go from there. See, and there's a storm rolling in. All right. Do I remember what I did with that spark plug last night? Yep, right there. Yeah, there was a little crud on the end of that. We'll put the cover on, even though I'm not going to seal it up. Because if I don't put the cover on, I'll have oil all over the place. A big mess. I won't be happy. But what the heck did I do with the cover? Did you guys see? Were you watching me? Somebody should have been supervising this project. Oh. I hate when I step on zip ties in here, man. They go crack. I think I broke something, you know. I'm just gonna put 2 on here. Make sure it fires. Sorry for turning you upside down and all around. I really do wish that I could remove that plate. I'll put a rag underneath of it because it's gonna leak all over once I get it going there. How you have a and sky's starting to turn a little gray out there. All right, so everything back together. Got the choke on, gas is on, power is on. All right, so that starts up now. Voila, we're gonna put some RT, clean up the valve cover on that, and we're gonna go button down the hatches out there. Pull, I got a mower out here to pull in. That guy I think's got a sheared pin, and that guy just needs a tune-up and blade sharpened, and I believe we're gonna take a look at the carburetor too, just clean the carburetor out on that. So, all right, we'll catch back up in a minute. Up here, and throw a slight bead of RTV on it. Actually, I think what I'm gonna do before we're gonna bend this. When you pull these off, because the 10 is so cheap on these, you usually end up bending them out a little bit. So just you know, not to get all crazy on it, but someone else will know that it was worked on. Throw a bead of RTV around that. Try to keep it uniformed if you can. The poor man's gasket. Should have used the little nozzle, I guess. Got an air bubble on that. And yep, we'll take that came through. Should be enough. As you can see, I've used a little RTV on that one before too, huh? Rags, got some RTV. Should keep your finger out of it. Normally I would try to line those up right away with some bolts, but this is a little hokey pokey with this bar that's out here. Come on. Ho ho ho! Ho 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 ho! I got stepped over the somebody wasn't babysitting me again. I lost that socket. Oh, there it is. And then I gotta mix up some JB weld because I talked to the gentleman. We're gonna JB weld that together. The shaft in there. You hear the neighbor's oldest boy outside there. He's going, "Daddy, help me." Cute kids. Bar really is an inconvenience. These are probably like, I don't know, 12 to 15 foot-pounds, maybe 17 at the most. We'll do more like 7. I doubt that. It's a valve cover. What are you talking about, Ryan? Maybe like 7 foot-pounds. I just make them tight. You don't want to get too apish on it because it's soft metal and they will definitely strip out. If I didn't already say it, everything's 10 millimeters on these. Okay, dokey. Where did I get to with that? Clean my grubby handprints off the front of that. Yeah, these rivets kind of suck, but all right, yep. On to the next projects.